Now where are you taking me? This
It's
is
like
such a drag.
it's like a dingleberry. Welcome everybody. It's J Brad here, and today we are going to be watching the second film in the Star Wars prequel trilogy, Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones. Previously on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, we got to see a little bit of groundwork, laying the foundations of what we can expect for the Clone Wars saga, I guess one could call it. The thing about the prequels that a lot of people have told me is that while it is very flawed, there is a lot of very interesting stuff done with world building in the Star Wars universe, which then, like I said earlier, laid groundwork for things such as Star Wars Clone Wars animated television series, the newer show Star Wars Rebels, and I think also some video games as well. You know, it's interesting because I don't really have much, if any, nostalgia for the original trilogy because I myself did not grow up with it. I only grew up watching, I think maybe the first Star Wars film on VHS, and then I saw the second one, which we're about to see, and then I saw the third one only one time. So getting reacquainted with it after so very long is very interesting, especially considering how we're watching it with fresh eyes after having seen the original trilogy. So, as you folks all know, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I'd very much like to create more content for you folks after I'm done watching Star Wars. So, without further ado, let us get into Star Wars 2: Attack of the Clones. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away. There it is. Of course, right on cue as always. Now, of course, we're going to have to mute this part as we've had to do in the last couple of videos because there is a very strong copyright on this song. So, Attack of the Clones. There is unrest in the Galactic Senate. Several thousand solar systems have declared their intentions to leave the Republic. This separatist movement, under the leadership of the mysterious Count Dooku, has made it difficult for the limited number of Jedi Knights to maintain peace and order in the galaxy. Senator Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo, is returning to the Galactic Senate to vote on the critical issue of creating an army of the Republic to assist the overwhelmed Jedi. So of course, this is going to be about how the clone troopers were originally created. You know, I gotta say, I really like how the ships are designed in the prequel trilogy. I think that they're actually very sleek and very futuristic compared to many previous ones. So we're getting to see some action here on this foggy planet. We've been to desert planets, ice planets. Now we're just on one that's just fog. Of course, there's little R2.
We made it. I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
Oh no! You just had to say that, didn't you? You just had to jinx everybody.
Lady, so sorry. I failed you,
Ah.
Senator.
Again with the decoys. Well, rest in peace, that girl. She's clearly very shook up by this. I don't think that Padme is really that used to the idea of being this sort of warrior queen.
My noble colleagues, less than an hour ago, an assassination attempt
Ha!
was made.
Here's Jar Jar.
I was the
Oh,
target,
there's Greedo's
but more
kind.
importantly, to building this army.
And there's the Cthulhu tribe.
I cannot believe they do.
Well, I guess, you know, with a nice little speech, you can do a lot of good.
Master Yoda, you think it will really come?
The CGI on Yoda is greatly improved. Wish I could say the same for Jar Jar.
I think the Count Dooku was behind it.
He is a political idealist, not a murderer.
Well, history has demonstrated very easily that one could quickly and easily blur the lines of both of those things.
The thought of losing you is unbearable.
What is he, Doc Holliday now with his sarcasm? Oh, we have some sort of vaguely Art Deco futuristic buildings.
You're sweating. Relax. Take a deep breath.
Thanks, Jesus. I don't know why, but it's kind of nice seeing Jar Jar in a robe. Seems more befitting.
Looky, Senator. Decent Jedi arriving.
Thanks, Jar Jar. We kind of
It's a great pleasure to see you.
got the gist of it.
And you'll always be that little boy I knew on Tatooine.
Yikes.
I promise you. We will not exceed our mandate, my young Padawan learner.
I meant it in the interest of protecting her, Master, of course.
We will not go through this exercise again, Anakin. And you will pay attention to my lead.
Why? What?
Bro, come on. Why you gotta embarrass
Why
him
else
and
do you
like
think
this?
we were reciting?
We will do exactly as the Council has instructed.
Well, now everything just got really awkward, Anakin. Good going.
You're focusing on the negative, Anakin. Be mindful of your thoughts. She was pleased to see us. Now, let's check the security.
Yeah, see, you embarrassed him in front of everybody, yet he'll still go out of his way to make sure that you don't feel too bad. Come on, Annie. Don't treat Jesus with such disrespect.
Any activity up here?
Quiet as a tomb.
You know, looking at their clothing right now, I've mentioned this in previous videos, but it's very clear that the Jedi are meant to be sort of inspired by samurai. And I feel like in the prequels it's a little bit more obvious, but at the same time they still have mild hints of cowboy style attire, namely the boots and the belts.
I don't know why I keep dreaming about her.
Because you miss her? I don't know, just a thought.
Bad man.
Like you haven't seen her in well over a decade. It's like, I don't know why I think about my mom, who I haven't seen in over a decade, whom I loved and care for very much.
The Jedi Order, a commitment
It's weird. I just don't get it.
And don't forget, she's a politician and they're not to be trusted.
Ha!
It is my experience that senators focus only on pleasing those who fund their campaign.
Ooh. Jesus with the deep cuts. And the hot takes. He's pretty hip to bullshit. Dang it, R2. Could at least be a little bit more vigilant. I mean, what do they pay you for?
He's a good man.
I sense it too.
Nice. See, this is why you can never replace people with machines. Because human intuition will always trump algorithms and things like that. Oh! Whoa! Well then. Oh boy, it's just like the Fifth Element. You know, this reminds me of something very interesting I saw. It was a discussion about what is known as tactile telekinesis. If Superman were to fly into the air and catch a plane as it was careening towards the Earth, it would split apart in his arms. He would just crash into it and it would just explode. Rather, what he does is he catches it and he's able to slowly lower it as it comes down. It's because what he's doing is not necessarily flying so much as he is using a special kind of telekinetic ability that allows him to fly, but at the same time catch things in mid-air without destroying them. It's a little weird, I know, but I think it was kind of a very interesting way of looking at superheroes. I feel like this chase sequence has gone on a little far enough. Okay, so how are they not dead?
This is a shortcut. I think.
Well, hopefully it's a shortcut to the ending of this chase sequence, because as much as I think it's really cool looking, Chase sequences can be very hit or miss for me in movies. Yeah, don't worry, you don't have to wear your mask when you're alone in the car. Come on. You're alone in the car, you don't have to wear a mask.
Once again, you've proved if you'll excuse me.
Classic Anakin, am I right?
When he does that.
See, again, how does his bones not just simply snap off and shatter into a million pieces? I mean, I know he's a Jedi, and I know this is Star Wars, but there's a very fine line between realism and believability. What? Oh, she had that Instagram filter on. How many filters does she have on? Like 5? This is the part where you yell, "I'm a Jedi, stop that lady, she tried to kill a senator." And see, this is another reason why chase scenes can very much frustrate me, is when they don't have everyone in the surrounding area help out. Can you imagine how many chase sequences would have been cut in half if someone just yelled, "That person's an assassin, stop them before they kill somebody"? Well, now that we're on foot, we have to go into some sort of a club, yeah.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me?
Don't say that, Master. You're the closest.
Oh my gosh.
Then why don't you listen to me?
I am trying.
So that's something that I don't like in prequels of any kind, when they're like, "Tee-hee-hee, look, we made a reference to something that's going to happen later, tee-hee-hee."
And I think she's a changeling.
To be fair, many women are.
Where are you going, Master?
For a drink.
My guy. I like this cantina more, less dirty.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
So why aren't Jedis doing this all over the place? I like that waitress. I like this place a lot more. Obi-Wan's really good at this, cutting people's hands off.
It was a bounty hunter called.
That guy.
Toxic dart.
I presumed as much.
Handle that, your Padawan.
I appreciate how all of the Jedi are of very differing alien races that have different body shapes and colorations.
I will talk with her. Senator Amidala will not refuse an executive order. I know well enough to assure you.
Gosh, imagine having to wash these windows.
I've said it many
It's
times.
very strange looking at these sets knowing that they're green screens.
I see.
You mean to tell me that for a Star Wars movie you couldn't make something like this for real? Or maybe they are for real and I just thought that... Okay, this obviously you couldn't, but...
I'm
You know.
concerned for my Padawan.
I'm taking
Oh, we saw a little window replacer bot. See, little things like that, they really help.
I can count on it. I'm sure you have a great deal to do.
Of course, milady.
It's very nice to see Jar Jar acting more mature
I do not like this idea of
and
trying-
more put together.
Worry. Sometimes we must let go of our pride.
She has to
and do
pack
what's
her own
requested of us.
bags.
Anakin,
Where are her servants? Oh, of course, they just have robots wash the windows. Ha!
I'm ready for the trials. But he feels it.
What are these trials that they speak of? I'm curious as to what it is a Jedi has to do in order
He's
to
overly critical.
graduate from apprentice to full-blown Jedi Master.
Anakin, don't do anything without first consulting either myself or the Council.
Yes, Master.
Is that a neckerchief he has?
Quickly, milady.
That is a neckerchief. Look at him. He's got himself like a cool little ascot or something. What, he's going to have a smoking jacket?
suddenly I'm afraid.
This is my first assignment on my own. I am too.
A little bit of vulnerability there.
Don't worry,
Appreciate
we have
it.
our two with us.
It's a toxic dart. I need to know where it came from and who made it.
Yes, we can tell, Obi-Wan. It's a toxic dart. We can tell.
Someone to see you, honey!
Oh my god. I like seeing this side of the Star Wars universe. Just seeing how a bunch of average Joe Schmoes go about their day.
I never understood why he quit.
Well, one might say he was always a bit out of step with the decisions of the council. Much like your old master.
Oh my.
Jin.
Really?
Oh yes, they were very individual thinkers. Idealists. In the end, I think he left because he lost faith in the Republic. He disappeared for 9 or 10 years and turned up recently as head of the separatist movement.
It's very interesting. I'm not sure I completely understand.
So we know a little bit more about Count Dooku now, that he was a very wise Jedi, but he basically just went full, what's his name, Colonel Kurtz or whatever, from Heart of Darkness / Apocalypse Now. Commander Kurtz? Colonel Kurtz? Kurtz, whatever. He's gone native, so to speak. It's nice to see a look into the Jedi school, because obviously they need to train kids. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
They are adorable.
It smells of flowers.
It almost looks like the Palace of Versailles, in a way. The way it sort of circles around, or like the Vatican.
I heard they even tried to amend the Constitution so you could stay in office.
Popular rule is not democracy, Annie. It gives the people what they want, not what they need.
Ooh,
I was relieved in my future.
pretty hot take.
So were my parents.
Obi-Wan, you must have faith that he will choose the right path.
Yes, Master.
I'm not really sure how to feel about Mace Windu's character. He seems alright, but I don't know, I feel like he's not particularly exciting. Like, all of the scenes that we've had with Mace Windu feel like they could have just been scenes with Yoda. Oh, we didn't even get to see it do lightspeed. So Naboo has some kind of system wherein a queen is elected after a certain amount of terms. So it's like a constitutional, not monarchy, but is it an autocracy or is it just like an oligarchy? I'm not really quite sure how it works, but whatever.
Oh, Anakin's not a Jedi yet. He's still a Padawan learner. But I was thinking.
Padme.
Excuse me. This is my house.
This looks very medieval. Those must be her nieces. Aw, R2's cool with the kids.
I'm not in any danger, Mom.
Is she? Yes.
But just like a teensy bit.
So you still live at home?
These houses look like they're from Tuscany. They have some sort of moving pictures like in Harry Potter.
Is this you?
So clearly Padme has had a feeling for helping the downtrodden. She's like a first lady, except she was a queen. Oh. A dinosaur. Alien. I don't know how to feel about this alien chick. I really don't.
I trust you're going to enjoy your stay.
I recognize that voice too. I know that these are all probably famous people whom I know, but I can't recognize. So we went from Tuscany to Venice. What a gorgeous view. God, could you imagine living in a place like this?
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
You know,
Not like here.
he's not wrong, okay? I know that this is like a thing that people joke about, but he's not wrong. Sand is nice at the beach, but that's because you know that your feet are about to touch the water soon. Oh no! No, don't do it! Dang. It's like the Matrix, but lighter.
Apart from his pay, which is considerable, Fett demanded only one thing. An unaltered clone for himself.
A son.
To meet this Jango Fett.
He wanted a son.
Very happy to arrange.
And we all know who that son grows up to be. Very nice. Very good.
Magnificent.
Absolutely. That must be so satisfying, being able to stand over all of them and knowing that you can control all of them. Because they have all of the synchronicity of droids, but at the same time they have the slight individual intuition of a human being, just like I mentioned earlier about why you could never replace humans with robots.
You really don't like politicians, do you?
I like 2 or 3. But I'm not really sure about one of them.
Literally me.
I don't think the system works.
Literally me. I mean, I'm not going to say any more, but... Oh boy, it's like I'm playing Final Fantasy 15 again. Looks like a giant tick. Gross. I wish I could do that. Just take people's food from their plate. You ever been at a restaurant and you've seen some people who are leaving and they leave a ton of food on their plate and you think to yourself, oh god, if only I could just have some so that that food wouldn't go to waste. But you can't because you know that's gross. They're about to do the sex. More like Attack of the Bones, am I right? Look at her heaving bosom. Just about to pop out. From all of the... You can't breathe. Look at how tight her chest is bound. Poor Natalie Portman. I hope that thing isn't squishing her.
My heart is beating.
I've seen enough historical dramas to know when the costume is not comfortable on the actors.
You are in my very soul, tormenting me.
I'm sure she loves hearing this.
I will do anything that you ask.
You could have written her a poem.
We can't. It's just not possible.
It is forbidden love.
You're starting to become a Jedi. I'm a senator.
It just wouldn't work out.
I will not give in to this.
Then you will die. She will die, but...
We could keep it a secret.
We'd be living a lie.
But it would be a courtly romance. Like Lancelot and Guinevere.
It would destroy us.
But it would be very fun for a while.
It will take more time to grow them.
I don't know how to feel about this alien girl. Oh gosh. Those are some big hands. I think they could have at least had someone with an umbrella. Interplanetary travel and they don't have umbrellas?
Do not assume anything, Obi-Wan. Clear your mind.
I didn't assume, Yoda. I just said there appears to be no motive. I don't recall ever seeing this character, Cypher Diaz, ever. Oh, wait a minute. That lady at the library said that Dooku disappeared 10 years ago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bad dream. Oh, no. Spooky dream. I wonder if it involves a clown in a fireman suit. With lots of forks. Ah. Wide stance. So that he doesn't slip on the wet stone. Very smart. Uh-oh. Finally, some action. Now, something that's kind of been bugging me for a while, something that I have only been thinking about recently. Why do some Jedi have blue lightsabers and some have green? Is there any significance to that? Because the Sith have red, and Mace Windu has a purple one, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some yellow ones on occasion, but I don't know what the significance of having a green instead of a blue one is. Realistic sound design there with the squeaky boots. Very well done. Okay. You know, I would like to think that a bounty hunter would have some kind of mechanism on their ship that would say, hey, your ass is being tracked. Wow, a lot of these ships are super shiny. Looks like something out of the Jetsons.
Wait right
God, he's got to be hot in that thing.
Shut water.
This guy.
Ding mi chasa hopa.
Oh. Oh, this time he's got a little hat.
I sold her to a moisture farmer named Lars. At least I think it was Lars. Believe it or not, I heard he freed her and married her. Tell me a bit of that, eh?
It's weird how all the way in this far off galaxy there are people with names like Ben and Lars. This is certainly a character I didn't miss, that's for sure. Totally not Saturn. What do you do if someone just flies by and takes it? I swear to God, if there's some sort of alien in this asteroid. Okay, so meanwhile on wherever this planet is... Oh, the little orb things that were in the donuts from the last movie. No way.
It was just before dawn. They came out of nowhere, hunting a party of Tusken raiders.
These fucking raiders. Yeah, this is the place.
Mindless monsters.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Went out after her.
Wow, they're playing the music from the first movie. This is honestly a really great shot. The Jawas. Ooh. It's almost like some sort of cathedral. Ah, still with the droids I... So... First, Christopher Lee is manufacturing orcs down in the bottom of Isengard. And now he's doing the exact same thing, but on this planet in Star Wars. These guys again? Ah, even the Doctor Who villains are showing up. And a werewolf, apparently, is also joining us. Batman. Of course, there has to be some sort of guard dog-like creature. What the heck are they made out of? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I know she dies at this part, but it's still very painful to watch. Can't imagine what they were doing to her. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, you look so handsome.
God damn it.
Stay with me, Mom. Everything.
I love.
Man. Only one option, Anakin. Only one option. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Young Skywalker is in pain. Terrible pain.
Yeah, he's in terrible pain because of the ridiculous restrictions that you have on being a Jedi. Hey kids, you want to be a Jedi? You'll never see your family again. And you can't marry. Oh no, why are we suddenly losing applicants? Like, I just don't buy the whole, oh, you can't marry. You can't act out on your love for somebody. Well, I for one am glad that they kept practical effects for R2-D2 and C-3PO.
I brought you something. Are you hungry?
Oh yeah, I'm hungry for vengeance.
Life seems so much simpler when...
Geonosis is less than a parsec away.
How long is a parsec? Is that a number of light years?
He's like my father. But you heard Master Windu, he gave me strict orders to stay here.
I've never flown before.
So not only does Uncle Owen not recognize C-3PO, but apparently C-3PO is not familiar with Anakin in the original trilogy? See, again, I feel like Count Dooku here should have been introduced a lot more because he's a really cool villain from what I've seen.
It's a great pity that our paths have never crossed before, Obi-Wan. Qui-Gon always spoke very highly of you.
Oh, so they knew each other. See, again, I feel like this guy should have been introduced much earlier.
You would never have gone along with it if you had learned the truth as I have.
The truth.
The truth.
We're gonna get a villain
What if
monologue.
I told you that the Republic was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith?
Uh-oh.
No, that...
You must join me, Obi-Wan. And together,
Just like Saruman.
we will destroy the Sith.
This is an odd typecast for an actor to be in.
I love democracy. I love the Republic.
Oh my god. Laying it on a little thick, George. Well, needless to say, this movie, or rather this story, hits a little differently in 2021. So what exactly did the people on this planet do? Do they just have factories that make stuff? Well, I guess now they're making droids.
Where are you going now? You don't know what's out there. Have you no sense at all? Oh, idiot!
Some things never change. You know, there's a part of me that thinks that for a lot of people, the interactions between 3PO and R2 were once again the best part of the movie. Ooh! This looks like Oddworld. Doesn't it kind of look like something out of Oddworld? There's always something like this in these movies. Where they have to... Yeah, this is basically Oddworld. This is Crash Bandicoot. This is all of those platformers.
Shut me down. Machines making
I love robot slang. He's his own jetpack.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh is right. Like I said, the life of a droid is one of suffering. This looks like something out of John Carter. Remember John Carter? Not many people remember John Carter. Well, now that I have you here, I can tell you all about my masterful plan.
I thought that we had decided not to fall in love, that we would be forced to live a lie, and that it would destroy our lives.
But it would be fun for a while. Yeah, I'm definitely getting serious John Carter vibes from this. You got the desert planet, you got the Colosseum, you got the bug-like people. Well, clearly these aliens are not the most intelligent extraterrestrial life in the universe. Wow, literally Isengard. That's a cool monster. Not too overcomplicated. Ah, and of course you gotta have some kind of bug one. And that one's like a hyena, tiger type of thing.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Not the best execution of that line.
Just relax, concentrate. What about Padme? She seems to be on top of things.
Ha! Okay, that was good. Ow! Ow! That looked like it hurt real bad. This is friggin' 10,000 years BC. Ouch! God damn, that looks like it hurts. See, Obi-Wan just sits on it. Second wave. I hope they had a checkpoint. Aw, shit. Surprise, motherfuckers. Haha, nice. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, now we got some Ben-Hur action going on. Man, get the fuck out of here. Oh, well, that sucks. Ooh. Johnny Ringo out here. Well, can someone kill these two already?
You call this a diplomatic solution?
No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
Well, it's certainly a great idea for a date.
Now, where are you taking me?
It's like a dingleberry. It's very interesting to see Yoda giving orders, because you got to be able to follow them to a T. So if he's doing his little Yoda speak, you have to go, okay, what part over? And then you switch it. Okay, got it. Now, after watching Return of the Jedi and being a little frustrated by how Boba Fett died, I later learned that he apparently survives and is going to be in the Mandalorian show or something. He's going to have his own show, something like that. So I guess that's good to know.
How could the Jedi come up with an army so quickly?
Wait, so Dooku did not order the clothes. Okay. It's going to be very weird for young Boba knowing that there are hundreds of thousands of people walking around who are literally genetic copies of his dad. Oh wow. This is quite a battle. It's definitely an epic scale befitting of Star Wars, to say the least. Oh, wow. Wow. What are these? What? Those are cool.
I will take the designs with me to Coruscant. They will be much safer than my master.
Of course. Once again, prequels being all cheeky with their references. I get it, you know. You want to develop a very strong connection, but sometimes I feel like it's just sort of laying it on a little bit too thick, you know? I know I've already used that phrase, but that's really how it feels. It feels like they're poking you in the shoulder, being like, get it? Get it? Get it? And I think that we would probably benefit greatly from having Star Wars movies that are just completely and totally removed from anything to do with the Skywalker family. Like Knights of the Old Republic or something. Or are we going to see a crash? Ooh, very satisfying. It's like dropping a pumpkin or a watermelon. Well, it's a good thing enemy fire is all glowy. Is this planet just in constant sunset? It's like Twilight Town, it's just constantly in sunset. It's like those little orbs with the little squiggly electro pulses or whatever, and when you put your fingers on them, makes your hair go up. Get him, Jesus.
Brave of you, boy. But I would have thought you had learned your lesson.
I am a slow learner.
Dual wield!
Dual wield!
Speaking of Twilight Town. Ooh, ambiance. Is anyone hitting anything? When this happened, everyone cheered. Because everyone got to see Yoda go! Look at him hop around! Really cool, honestly. Seeing this little guy move as fast and as quickly and as agile as he is, very satisfying to see. Ah, dang it! Got away. How on earth does Coruscant function? But yeah, if the whole planet is one giant city, well, obviously they found a way to mitigate that problem. Using technology! Ugh. Spoke too soon. First we go from being like Lord of the Rings, now it's like some 2-bit Batman Dick Tracy villain hiding out in an abandoned factory.
War has begun.
Excellent. Everything is going as planned.
Kikakudori. Wait a minute. Palpatine just came back? What, did he just tell everybody he had to go to the bathroom? Oh no. No, Anakin. No, it is forbidden. Well, at least they got C-3PO and R2 back. Ooh. Should implant the ring on the robot hand so that he never loses it. So bittersweet. And this is the last shot. Right now. Well, that was Attack of the Clones. So, one of the main complaints that I've heard about this movie, and one of the main complaints that I have this movie, is that it greatly suffers from what is known as middle book syndrome, when you have a trilogy and the second one sort of dips in terms of quality and interest. Obviously, it managed to do a lot with world building in terms of setting up the Clone Wars or setting up how the clones came into being. At the same time, I feel like it was a whole lot of movie for something that, you know, didn't really need to be so expanded upon, or, well, not expanded upon, but it really felt like this movie was kind of bloated. I mean, granted, I'm watching special editions with deleted cutscenes, but even so, it felt like things such as the chase scenes were too long, the battle scenes were too long, the monologue speeches and the dialogue heavy scenes were a little bit too long. I feel like this movie, even with a lot of the deleted scenes entered in it, could have definitely been cut down by a good 15 minutes or so. I feel that they really dropped the ball on how they handled Dooku, insofar as they revealed that he was Yoda's apprentice, like at the very end of the movie. I feel that's something that should have been introduced in like the beginning of the movie. The setting him up as the villain should have happened way at the beginning and would have created a better sense of dread and given him a better sense of gravitas and a better sense of, hey, this guy's really important to the plot, because not only is he in charge of this separatist movement, but he's also Yoda's former apprentice, so there's a lot of emotional weight to be found there. It's not just a practical matter of him having this own counter federation to the Senate, but also he probably knows a lot. I don't think they ever specified who got into the archives. It's not really important, but it's just something I noticed. Okay, so some of the positives about the movie. I thought that seeing how they did the clones was really cool. Obviously, the big battle scene where all the Jedi rush towards the droids was a lot of fun. Seeing that big, large battle scale with the droids versus the clones was very, very fun. And also getting to see Anakin develop much more with the seeds of him becoming Darth Vader firmly planted within the story. On the flip side to that, I think this movie also suffered a lot from what I mentioned earlier about how, oh, this thing is, you know what this thing is, we're referencing something in the previous movies that's gonna occur later in chronological order, and that type of stuff sometimes is fun. But I feel like in this movie, it was just like I've said, it was very, very heavy-handed. Surprisingly, I did not enjoy this as much as Phantom Menace, even though a lot of people say that Phantom Menace was the most boring out of all of them. I actually felt that this one was much more boring than the Phantom Menace. At least with the Phantom Menace, you had the pod race, you had that multi-layered final battle with the storming of the palace and the Gungan battle and the battle with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan against Darth Maul, and then of course Anakin flying. Whereas this one, it was just in one place, and then they all moved to another place, and there was just so much movie where they're just sort of walking around and arguing, which is a shame because I find court intrigue to be but yeah, you know, I know that Revenge of the Sith is the best out of the prequel trilogy. Even though I've only seen it one time, I am greatly looking forward to seeing it again. Version of the movie was a fan edit with the bonus scenes worked in just like the other versions have been, and the one for Revenge of the Sith is going to be pretty huge. So look forward to that. Until then, This is J. Brad signing out.